Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Getting to Know the Fandom. Today's guest, we have Bumble.
Moshimos, hi. I don't know. I'm a
Well,
sea otter.
you're an adorable
that comes
bee.
out of my butt.
Ah. Well,
Well, it's not actually my butt. It's more adjacent to my butt.
It's more adjacent to your butt. Yeah.
Butt. It's
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot of rudder back there. I got a lot to work with, you know.
now we're gonna get questions in the comments of just like, wait, where does it go when he puts it back in away?
we don't talk about space. We already have Elon Musk for that.
Yeah, we've already established that otters have an infinite amount of space in places, right? And so for our first question, we always ask the same question: what actually got you into the fandom?
Oh yeah, I remember you like talking about this. Believe it or not, like a lot of people that I've encountered usually discover like the fandom because of like like they found like imagery online or some kind of like something influenced it, like something furry related, like maybe a video game, fan art, a character, or something like that. Actually, what got me into it was actually music. While I was doing computer science class.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And how did that go down?
Yeah. Back to the cringy high school days. Let's go.
Hey yo, I mean,
so so this was back when I started where I took my first computer science class in high school. It was probably about my freshman year. And I was they didn't actually teach us any computer science. It was just Photoshop, which I think to this day, because now I can forge a bunch of stupid bullshit, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But
a little weird though.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's a little weird, right? Like they're just supposed to be teaching you computer science, but they're just like, we'll just show how like Photoshop things onto other things.
Yeah. How to solve problems or work on computers? No. Photo imagery editing. Let's go.
Now I can put a dick on everybody's mouth.
It wouldn't be the first image I did that to.
Oh my god.
So what happened was that during this is like when back when YouTube did not really have an algorithm or any kind of this is when like Smosh and like you would have to ask in the comments like, hey, what song where is that? And then half the time people who uploaded the songs didn't even know what they uploaded either.
Oh my god.
And so
old Wild West YouTube.
I started binging and so I started binging a bunch of I ended up finding the genre Eurotrance. So I started binging a bunch of Eurotrance, and then eventually one video came up while I was working in Photoshop that I was like, hey, I really like this song. I wonder what it's called. And so I go and then I'm like, the hell is Anthrocon?
Oh no.
And then that's how I discovered that's how I discovered the fandom for the very first time and got me interested in it, and I was like, no, this is actually really cool.
And so from that, what was kind of the process of getting into the fandom itself from there for you? Was it just you found that and you were looking up stuff? I'm guessing.
Kind of. It was since you're in high school, you're a young lad, you have the capability of internet at your disposal, where you can now go Google's your best friend. So what ended up happening was I started doing a bunch of research of what Anthrocon was, what it was all about, and I got to see Uncle Kage, all his stuff, and when he used to do comedic things, and I thought that was really great. And it just went to a downward spiral from there as I went further down the rabbit hole. Because then eventually I got introduced into IMVU,
Mm-hmm.
which was like like I guess like the most basic form of like Second Life, but it was more dummy down. And from there, I actually found more of the furry community.
Oh wow.
And then we kept going down
And down and down and then
down.
now you're a bee otter. You're a
Yeah.
little bee. So was your Sona always a bee, or was it like a recent development?
No.
Alright.
It's a little bit of a recent development. What are you like first persona or like?
Yeah, like what was like your first persona that you ever like thought up?
Oh no. Oh no, we're going there. So this is where after after I was influenced by the furry fandom, then I picked my family got really irritated with my school, and my school was irritated with the family because I didn't like reading books. I hated reading books. I like comics. I like anything that have pictures in it. Like Garfield comics were like the only thing I read for like since first grade, like since actually probably like fourth grade all the way up to like high school. Just nothing but Garfield comics.
Oh, wow.
I loved Garfield. And so eventually I was forced to pick up the book that I've heard relentlessly, like that's influenced a lot of people that I've met, which is like Aaron Hunter's The Warrior Cat series. And so it's all cat themed, and I loved cats, and so I was a cat as my very first song.
Aw, that's adorable. Yeah, you have the energy of a cat.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means. You literally can't stay still. It's probably taking you literally all of your mental energy to just stand in that one spot.
Look, I'm trying my best. I told you I'll try my best.
All right, that's cool. So what kind of like inspired like the Sona that you have now?
So that's because of VR chat. VR chat has actually been a big impact on me since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. What inspired like the avatar though? Like, was it like you just saw like the otter and then you were like, oh, I want to make it a bee?
Honestly, that was my whole thought process of it, because a long time ago when I used to make like when my persona, the very first persona I had was very complicated, you know, like every stereotype of, you know, sparkle dog. Let's go.
Hey yo, sparkle dog. Before there were a ton of blue dogs, there were sparkle dogs.
So what happened was that I got tired of like having really a complex character and stuff like that, and so when the otter was introduced, I was the blue otter for a while, and then I was allowed to customize it, and then so I was just like, my name's already Bumble on here. Why not make a bee-themed otter? And I think that would be a great idea. It sounds like a simple, so I drafted like probably about 6 different designs and landed with this one. And I have not gone back, and it has been amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I think for as long as like I've known you, you've always been kind of like just Bumble the bee otter. I think I met you like in the early days of like VR chat when like all of like kind of like our friend group who is kind of like moved on now and out of like doing their things, right? What is it?
Yeah.
I think I saw you
This
at like
breaks
the
my heart.
tell.
I miss.
I know I miss everybody too, but they've all moved on to bigger and better things, right? Which I met you uh kind of like near the beginning of Bumble, so like you were still using the blue water, but then I think you hopped on one day and you're just like, I'm a bee.
I
I was
remember
like,
those
Bubble,
days. I would
Bubble.
like go in like public worlds and they go up to people and they're like, "It's a bee otter. Oh, it's so cute." And then I'm just like,
Mm.
"Show me your butthole."
Show me your butthole. Oh my
That was like
god.
from like all gas no brakes from the episode where they went to like NASCAR.
Yeah. I know, I remember those days. Oh my god, those are such good days.
Oh,
Such good days.
I miss it a lot.
I know. Everyone's kind of just like moved on now though. So and like we've all like
Yeah.
gone to like our own like kind of separate corners and everything. We still somewhat keep in contact with like everybody. But like, we're all like hanging out with other people and stuff like that. Which I mean that's life. Life kind of is like, you have your friends and then like, someday you kind of somewhat drift apart, but you always keep in contact with each other. And you kind of have like new friends and daily friends and stuff like that, right? Which it's sad, but like it happens. It's how life is sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
That's-
You always have those memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
always like that saying where it's like, "Oh,
Mhm.
go ahead."
no,
Sorry,
no, no, no,
ahead.
no. You
It's all
go.
good.
You go. You go.
I was gonna say like I forgot where the quote came from, but it was like I think it was like it came from. It either came from like a movie or a cartoon that I grew up watching,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a saying, like saying goodbye to your friends is like, like set in stone. You set that precedent. Like
Yeah.
it's not this is like the end. Versus if you just don't say goodbye,
Yeah.
then they're still your friend. They're just not here right now.
Yeah. I usually say like see you later. Right? That's usually a good it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later. And that's usually a good point to leave kind of like a friendship on. Like when like people are like moving on in their lives and things like that. It's like, well, we'll see you later. I'll be here. And you'll be there and or I'll be there and you'll be here. Kind of thing. And it's just like we'll meet up again one day. It usually is how it goes. So have you been to like any cons at all?
Oh, too many. I've been to too many.
Ooh, what was your first con?
Too many. Memory of years back come back to me. It's kind of hard to remember your first con when you're not sober for most of that con.
Ah, I see. I know what you mean.
I mean sober as in like I drink not the other no I don't I just drink a lot, especially at cons.
Oh yeah, well, I
those
mean
are fun times. I mellow out a lot, fun, but still. Anyways,
yeah.
I think it was FC. I think it was FC. I
Okay.
can't name the year I went, but it was no. It was PawCon. It was PawCon. It was a very small con. It was literally a party con. Though it was not even like. It was such a small con.
Mhm.
They only had like 5 vendors there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
think-
That's pretty small.
Yeah.
How is PawCon? Isn't
it's still-
PawCon like super big now? Right?
Yeah, it's grown a lot. I haven't actually been there since, and
wow.
it was great. Like because they have like BLFC or FC where a lot of like West Coast cons, West Coast party.
Let's go.
So yeah, West Coast which is another side thing, but anyways, it was really really fun. Like like every night they had the whole floor, just one floor that's just dedicated to party where you can go out and get a bunch of free drinks if you're of age and showing
Yeah.
ID. And they had a balcony so you can go out there and just like be out there in the cold instead of like having to deal with like all the heat. And
Yeah.
it was actually legitimately very nice.
Nice. All right.
It was
So
very
so when you went to PawCon for like the first time, what was like your like first like experience there? Like what was like your kind of like reaction thought process while you were there experiencing it?
like like my thought process of like
Like experiencing the
I'm trying
con
to
for like a
understand.
con space for the first time, right?
Oh,
Hmm.
I was really, really excited to like go because I was going with a bunch of friends and a lot of us like to drink together. And I think that was one of the years where we also saw we had a lot of good memories there. I don't think I can actually say those things. But a lot of really good memories, and it was really, really like overall a blast. Like I was really hyped up because this was like my first con ever. I've seen what AnthroCon looks like. I didn't really know what to expect from it, other than people said it was really good, and I just wanted to see what it was like actually like. And it turns out, since it was a very small con, it was very much party. And so
That sounds like it
my
sounds
mindset was
nice.
like,
Party, party,
I had
party.
an overall great time. Party, party.
Party, party, party. Hey, look, booze. Party, party,
Yeah.
party.
I loved seeing all the fursuits that are out there and seeing everyone and listening. I don't really get to go to the DJ stuff or like the music side as much as I used to do when I was like in high school when it first got me influenced into it. But it's still nice to like every now and then as I'm walking by during the con see it and hear it.
Yeah. And like go in and experience like the DJs and everything. Right?
Yeah. I'm a very
know...
shy dancer. Don't discriminate.
I know I what is it when I went to FWA I was what is it? I wouldn't like go into like the DJ stuff too often, but like one night I was like, you know what, I want to go into the DJ stuff. I want to go party. I want to dance a little bit. So I just went in and I just kind of danced in like the entire like time it was kind of up.
You know, it was like the strangest thing that I seen at that convention. I think it was PogCon. Was that there? This was my first con. I didn't really know what to make of that. That was just fursuits and everything. Someone was having a wedding there too. Like not like you like I've seen at other cons nowadays where they're like, oh, we're having a wedding by chance at the same convention or next to the same convention. Like no, legit, someone was having a furry wedding in the convention.
That's adorable.
It was interesting. I'll just say it was interesting.
Yeah.
That was like blew my mind. I was like, what? I thought this was like furry. I mean, like I'm happy for the couple and I hope for for the best and everything. But it's just like I didn't really expect to see that out of a con.
Yeah. I know there've been like some like weddings at like fur cons and stuff like that. I'm not too well versed in them, but I know that they exist, that people do like kind of plan like a wedding during cons, right? And like get like married during the cons and have like ceremonies a little bit there. I also know that like in VR there's also VR chat like furry weddings as well.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't shock me.
Yeah. What is it? I know. For some of that, for one that I heard, they actually had like cameramen like going around like filming the entire thing, like in VR chat. So they would have like a whole like camera setup and camera crew walking around with like their cameras out, just filming the entire like experience while these people are getting married in VR chat from people from like another furry that was like ordained and stuff like that, and like they officially like married them in VR. Yeah, which is crazy to think that happens, like not just within like on spaces, but like within VR as well. But, like people plan that out and do that. Are you like? What are you doing? Why are you licking the mic?
Sound.
No, don't lick the mic. Don't lick the mic. Don't lick the mic. What are you doing? God damn.
Oh, sorry, my cat was showing. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
I'm surprised you haven't knocked something down yet. Although they don't move, so you can't knock them down. That's probably good. Although there are plants behind you, so I'm probably gonna try and attack them.
Thing weighs more than me. How the hell did you manage that? Okay.
So, fuck, I lost the question. You acting like a cat made me lose the question. Look at this. Look at this. Now it's off the rails. It's gone.
It was
gone.
about. It's about the wedding that you had happened in VR, and they were like selling the whole thing.
Oh no,
with, like,
that was like just they had a cameraman and everything. But my next question for you was, do you have a fursuit at all?
I do not.
I
do not. However, that may change.
Oh, it may change. So you're thinking about one.
Yes.
Ah, I see. And I'm guessing it's gonna be Bumble, right?
Yep.
Are you looking at like any particular like maker, or is it like someone local to you?
They're not local to me. I ran into them when I ran into the fursuit maker when I was experiencing my first East Coast con, MFF, and they go by the name Furry Fursuit Maker.
Wait, are you going to MFF this year?
No.
I was gonna say I'll see you there.
I think so. It's expensive.
I know it is. I was gonna be like, if you're going, I'll see you there.
Oh.
And
is it your first MFF?
It'll be my first MFF. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be so overwhelmed. Oh my god.
Oh no. What is it? I went to FWA just like a couple months ago, and it was pretty fucking big, and there were a lot of people there. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, right? Because I wanna experience like the long hallway with all the heaters in MFF. I just want to walk down it and see like how bad it is. I know it's probably bad. It's worse for like people.
Bad. It's bad.
Is it really that bad?
It's really bad. Like I thought they were like exaggerating it when they were like they call it the walking hall of death and everything like that. Like day one, I show up to this con and there's already an ambulance out, and they are escorting. They had to like cut out. I think they were wearing a fursuit. Not 100% sure, but they had to like basically strip the guy of like just cut into whatever he was wearing.
Oh no!
And just immediately evac him out because he had a heat stroke walking from one end of the building to the other.
Oh my god! That's not good. Not good at all.
Yeah. Then we had a second instance of it. 2 days later, like. After day 0, it was like 2 days later, another person heat stroke walking through there.
Why do they keep the heaters on then? Don't they know they have like? Oh yeah, the glass, huh?
Supposedly, I could be 100% wrong on that. I don't know. I just know it's death. I don't like it.
Why not turn them down a little bit?
You would think that, but ooga booga, let's just crank the heat back up because we have a few hundred people constantly going through this. We have a few hundred people connecting enough heat.
Yeah, but also like we have a few hundred people literally in shag carpeting. Might as well like just snuff them out, right?
Oh no! The convention center is like slowly like not taking us out one by one through that hallway.
Yeah.
They just keep coming back.
They just keep coming back. We keep cranking the heat, but they just keep coming. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be my first MFF though. So you're looking to get a fursuit though, right? It's gonna be
Yes.
Bumble. Have you the maker? So the maker you met at MFF.
Yes.
What's some of their work that like you've seen? Right, like
I've seen them make a really adorable like otter suit. They don't they only have one otter suit unfortunately, but I was like in love with it, and I was like, this is the actual like aesthetic I've been looking for probably about like since Bumble was like first made. Because when I first made Bumble, I didn't understand the whole fursuit thing concept of it. I just thought it was like cool and creative, but at the time, even when I actually got to borrow fursuit with someone, it was so fun, but it just didn't feel right. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
But actually being able to physically simulate being your character, it clicks, and it's like,
yeah,
that's what that feeling is.
That's why a lot of people get on VR, is because you can make your soda, and then it kind of clicks. I mean, like literally for me, it literally clicks for me. Also, I forgot that I'm wearing my like my my programming gear. I usually don't wear these on the show.
You just dress very fashionably for me. You're just trying to impress me.
Yeah, I'm trying to impress you, Bumble.
This massive ego, and you know, I have like 10 followers on Yelp. You know, I know.
God, 10 followers on Yelp. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can I like call you later? Like, oh my god.
You're a Discord mod?
Oh my god. Alright, so you're looking to get a fursuit.
Yes.
Have you any art of Bumble? Let's do that.
I do have a little bit of art, like my icon that was made by Coney. Coney is a fantastic a fantastic friend and fantastic artist. He did like BLFC's badges, a few of BLFC's badges. I think.
Oh wow.
2 years ago.
Oh.
No, I think it was a year ago. And he's the one right now that I currently have as an icon. And then I have a few other pieces. Not a lot. I have probably like 3 or 4.
Okay, that's cool.
I want a fursuit.
You just want a fursuit.
So I save up money, so I can't pay for it.
I feel it. I feel it. Oh my god, I've been saving for like years to get a fursuit, and then every time I actually get the money, usually something happens, which I've said it a couple times on the show. Usually something happens with either family, or adulting, or I have to pay bills, and I have to just throw the money at things.
Yeah.
And everything. And also sometimes it's like I'm too nice to say no to like friends being like, could you like help me a little bit? And I'm like, fuck, god damn it. So I'm like, usually something happens, or I would have had a fucking, if I was like, listen, if I was selfish, right, I would have already had a fursuit by now. If I was like super selfish, I would have just been like, no, do your own thing. I'm gonna get me a fucking rug that I wear.
Like, get fucked fursuit.
Get fucked fursuit. Yeah, I know you're like struggling to pay your heating bill, but also like, fuck you, fursuit. My god, I know we need to keep the lights on, but also like, fuck, I need a fursuit.
The worst part is I've seen some people that are like that, but I mean like it's funny, and it's like, but I mean like,
yeah,
I don't know where that mentality comes from. It's like I've heard of the guy that went to a con. And it's not for a con. He went to a con. It may have been like Comic-Con, but he couldn't really afford. He only afforded the ticket, and he still went to it. slept in his car, and for food he ate ketchup and mustard packets. I wish I was making this up.
Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Listen, I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that'll help you if you go to a con, especially if you like go to a fur con. I know I've noticed that like furries are a lot nicer with like money wise, right? When it comes to like being at conventions and stuff like that. Granted, there's a lot of them that are like on a budget and everything, but like depending on the people that you hang out with, they will usually help you and stuff like that. At least with like food, right? At least with food, and stuff like that. I've noticed. But like sleeping in the car, understandable. Eating nothing but ketchup and mustard packets to sustain yourself while you're at a convention, that's not good. Plan on eating.
You're gonna
make sure you have
room.
money. Yeah.
You're gonna come to my room, and we're not gonna have a microwave, and we're gonna bring out the frozen taquitos and use the heating iron and plug it in, and like, use it to defrost the taquitos.
Defrost the taquitos. Let's go.
I've done that.
No, Bubble. No.
That was a fun story at a con. Like that was like one of the BLFC con where we were drunk and we were like, it wasn't my invention, but it was one of my good friends where they were just like, we don't have a microwave, what are you gonna do? And he like smashed in the Truly box, put the iron in there, and plugged it in, and then started rolling the taquitos onto the iron. It was fantastic. Oh, that's a great memory.
That's inventive. That's funny. I mean, what is it for like my con stuff? What is it? I had you know, I have the biggest thing that you can get from like Bad Dragon, right? Like the biggest thing.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, like it's extra large.
I'm scared.
I know. Don't worry. It'll make sense soon. So
I don't think anything with that kind of
no. It'll make sense. Let me finish the story. So we have, I have a giant thing. I still have the thing. It's like in the fucking closet over there, like where I'm sitting right now. I have the biggest thing, extra large, XX large, has a tube and everything, right? I brought it to cons, right? And we made a giant like pitcher, so like think of like water cooler tank, right? Instead we put vodka and like a whole bunch of like stuff in it, right, to make it kind of like a fruity drink and everything, but like clearly there's a ton of alcohol in it. We then proceeded to take this extra large fucking thing, smack it on the wall so it sticks, or depending like what happened, or smack it on the table. We then take the tube, feed it into the little drum thing that all the alcohol is in, and then we proceed to, drink our drink from the thing like it's a straw. Bubble, where are you going? Bubble, where are you going?
That's okay.
And I did that for
I've seen a lot of creative inventions done.
Yeah, there are a lot of creative inventions. Although people liked it, so like I just was doing
That's
it.
the part. Is like you have fun.
Yeah, it was. Granted, it was only for like close friends and everything, so it wasn't like it was just there for people to like go in and go right and get some alcohol. It was literally for like the people that were in the room and everything, and like it was straight up just like, hey, let's fucking like have some fun. Woo! We're at a con, come on, baby, kind of thing. It wasn't meant for like, oh my god, my headset is about to die. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Bumble, I'm gonna die.
Don't
I don't
worry, I
wanna-
don't know CPR.
Oh. Wait, what? Wait, you don't know CPR?
I don't know CPR. I'm just letting you know with confidence that I don't know CPR.
Alright, let me change my battery. We'll continue. Give me what's. You want to know what's funny? Is I changed the battery before I even actually like started this. So I'm surprised it died that fast. Anyway. You have a hamster? What is that? Why? God damn it.
I didn't expect you to change the battery out so quickly. Damn.
Yeah. Well, I have it down pat now.
Technology.
I know. I go boop, boop. That's it. It's super easy. But okay. So you went to cons,
Can
right?
you do that with my bank account? Just make it go bloop. You know,
Yeah.
more money, please.
Yeah,
Just
I can do that. Here, just let me
more
like
money,
hack the
more
Federal
money,
Reserve
more money.
real fast. Just for you.
Do the tax evasion. It's
Do
tax
the
time.
Do the tax evasion. Oh my god. So you've been to cons. Does anyone know? Does anyone in your family know that you're a furry?
Oh, everyone, even my work.
Everyone. Oh. What is that like? Tell us, Bumble.
It's actually been fine. Like, it's nothing really bad. You know, every now and then, like me and my family are really, really close. So they're just like, you know, the poke, you know, the tease, the family fun every now and then, which is normal for what I dub as normal. They're just like it's like a, you know, family dynamic where you poke at each other every now and then. It's like the same thing.
What was it like when they first found out?
When they first found out, oh, that's a fun story. So, that was interesting. So my mom wasn't really openly accepting of gay. Like she would be. She would say she would be. It's like that person that'd be like, oh yeah, I'm fine with gay people. But then, and then the you know, keep, you know, you can use.
They'd keep their distance. They'd be like, oh, like, okay. Yeah, understandable.
So she's actually way more accepting now, and like that kind of because I remember distinctly when we were oh god, I'm gonna age myself. I remember when I was a kid and we went to Blockbuster.
Oh.
And what's it called? When my mom was like telling me, it was like Bumble, you know what them furries are, right? And I'm like, yeah, they have the animal costumes and stuff. And they're like, no, they're gay. And I'm like, I don't think all of them are gay. And then they're like, no, they're all gay. And
all of them.
She would be
There's
very
not a straight furry
abrasive
out there.
about them.
Every one of them.
She was, yeah. Nowadays, it was really, really awkward growing up a little bit with that, where that mentality was met with not positive feedback. It was more negative from my mom. But my dad was super chill about it, and just like, hey, you have fun.
Yeah. That's always
nowadays
good.
It's like, yeah. Nowadays my mom's like super happy to see everyone, you include the furry. She even was like, hey, like bring them up, like if you want to do a party here.
So she went from like no pride flags to now like she has like a ton of them, and she like brings little ones to pride and everything, and like just starts handing them out. Right.
The worst part is like she's getting to that level.
Oh no! I was joking. I was kidding.
I'm kidding a little bit too. There's something to be ashamed to be prideful of what you are, and
of course,
love. Be who you want to be.
Exactly.
Love who you want to love.
No, but
my mom is like just now touching base on it because I showed her TikTok. So now she sees like all this stuff and influencing, and it's like, yeah, it's like now you're actually being more exposed to social media like I am.
Yeah.
And then so she just went like full like we have to get like pride stuff and everything like that. And I'm just
She's like, I
cool.
want to have flags everywhere. I want to have a shirt that reads, "My son is gay and I love him."
Yeah.
And wear it 24/7 during June.
So this was like funny. This was kind of funny, a little off topic. She wanted to get one that had a paw print on it, which
Oh my
I was like,
God.
that would be cute. I love the idea because she just likes she likes it because she likes dogs.
Yeah.
But usually when there's a paw print associated with pride, usually it's a kink group. So
Yes.
I was like,
The pups.
you're still learning. You'll learn. You'll learn.
You'll learn, Mom. Yo. Maybe not wear any paw prints. Maybe just the standard rainbow is gonna be fine for you for right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cover your and like poke your excitement, deflate your balloon, or like you'll be like, "Hey, you should be aware." No, I'm just like, she's a hippie, so she's just like, if she does figure it out, she'd just be like, "Oh, it's fine. I don't care. I'll still wear it."
No.
So I'm just like, yeah,
Which I love that mentality. The mentality of just like, fuck it, whatever. I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, that's cool. So, are like any of like your other family members like furries? Because we have a couple people on the show that are their family members are also furries.
Yeah. I have a brother.
Mm-hmm.
I have as far as I'm aware about of all my siblings, it's just my brother.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's that like? Having like a furry sibling.
Every now and then I'll throw a furry joke at him, and he'll just like cringe at it. So it's fun every now and then. But I mean, like other than that, it's just pretty much it's just my brother, you know. Normal
That's cool.
conversation. So
Cool.
nothing too exciting. There's a ton of art though. A ton of art.
Oh my God. He spends money on art just constantly. It's like nonstop.
I think so, yeah. But it's all like digital art from my understanding, because he doesn't have anything like that in his like I've seen like in a lot of my friends in the furry fandom, like they have their art, they have like furry art pinned up on the wall and stuff like that. We don't have anything like that in our rooms. Like
I don't have
anything in there.
anything like that at all in my room. Whatsoever. You know, I'm not touching a framed picture right now.
I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, furry trash.
No. What's funny is the actual picture that I have is like my profile picture that I have like that's like up there. It's like up in the little fucking icon thing. I have it framed. It was actually given by my last guest, Kibbles. Kibbles the Husky, which I know you know. He drew it for me. Kibbles the Husky.
Kibble?
Yeah.
Pedigree?
Oh, so yeah, Pedigree. Pedigree the Husky. You want the other name, don't you? Nipples the Husky.
Yeah.
He's gonna watch this and be so mad.
He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad.
Which actually that brings me
butt butter
brings me to my next question.
in the comments.
Brings me to my next question, because I have to ask it or else people are gonna be mad. When are we getting that butt butter, Bumble?
It's not real. It was just a terrible joke. It was one joke. It was one joke.
It may be one joke, Bumble. It may be one joke, Bumble. But people have been waiting years for your butt butter.
Oh God, like I don't know. I just like kung pound the microphone with my mic. It just went
Oh my God. But yeah, people have been waiting years. It was an inside joke on your streams, which you've done content creation a little bit. You've done streaming. You've done a little bit of TikTok.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself getting back into that? Because I know you've been going to school, right? And all that. Which what have you actually been going to school for? I don't think you've actually
I'm
talked
actually
about it.
going for I'm actually going for my bachelor's in cybersecurity and information assurance.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah.
And how long have you been at that? Hasn't what,
Uh,
a couple years now?
like for school? How long I've been doing
Yeah.
school? For?
Yeah, for like your bachelor's and stuff.
Probably a year and a half now, or maybe a little bit less. Maybe getting close to a little over a year because I'm doing like at my own pace learning, and
Okay.
usually you'll have like 5 classes a term or something like that, where mine is like 3 now, so it's cut down because I'm a full-time employee and a full-time student now, so
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not fun. Not fun. But I'm almost done.
Oh, I bet. Hey, you're almost done. So that's good, right? That's really good. So with the content creation, do you see yourself getting back into that once you're done with like schooling and stuff like that?
Yes, I'll be getting back into schooling and leaving content creation forever. So goodbye.
Oh no, you're gonna leave for content creation. No, no, Bumble, they want you. They need you. They need that butt butter. So.
No, it's not real. It was
tell them
one
that.
joke. One joke.
That.
It was one joke. It was one joke. Hold on.
Actually, what was the origins of that? What did you do to make everybody do this, Bumble?
It wasn't even my joke. It was like I started the joke, but it wasn't me who hit it with the punchline.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was that during one of our streams, we were playing a game. It was like that brain game where you had to like kind of like run around and stuff like that, and
oh yeah,
try to
I know
guess how
much
is like decide or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then but anyways, so what happened was that it was during that stream, and I thought it would be funny to make a dumb skit about how you should replace all your household products with honey. So I started talking about like how we're gonna replace everything with honey. Your shampoo, it's honey. Your toilet cleaner, it's honey. You know, your normal juice, it's honey. Like anything that was it was basically a liquid. It is now honey, and that's what I went on for a skit about for like a good like couple minutes. And then I got bold and was like, you know what? You know, the lube that you use with your partner, that's now honey. And a friend charges two friends charge across the room just to get to me, and one of them says like, that sounds like a terrible idea. It sounds so grippy and sticky. Like, could you imagine that? And then out of nowhere, Captain Skunker like comes in the blue, says over the stream very loudly, goes, "Is that what we call Bumble's butt butter?"
Oh no!
And I was like, no.
And there was the meme born
never stuck. And I've been hearing it for 3 years. 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years. 3 years. I only have like 4 fingers. 3 fucking years. And not a day goes by where I hear it. Every day, it doesn't stop.
You've been hearing it a very long time. I know. It was kind of like your thing back in the day, though, right? No. I mean, it was like. It was like a thing for your stream. Everyone would request it and everything. I know you had to put a little bit of like restrictions on it too, because people would do it so much on your streams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had to.
I was like, I had to mute the channel for. That was when it was starting. That was like when it was starting. I had to mute people for saying it for a while.
Yeah, because it would just go on.
It only encouraged it.
It encouraged it because they were just like, oh, now it's something we can't say. Okay, we're just gonna keep saying it to you and everything. And I know there's been like a lot of like things around it as well. Like people have made jars and everything. They've made like little objects I think at one point
Yeah.
didn't someone like try to put it on a T-shirt as well with it?
Why
I
do you gotta bring
believe.
kibbles in here?
No, I just saying. I'm just saying. I know.
Kibbles did that.
Oh, Kibble.
He showed up on stream. Was like, it's Bumble's butt butter, and then you made me lick the shirt.
I did back in the early days. When we were doing skits together. Oh my god, that was good.
I love the improv dumb stuff.
Oh my god,
That we used
we
to
were
do.
really good. Yeah, we were really good at it. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get a little more personal. Are you ready?
Okay. Okay.
Do you have like a furry crush? Or what was like your first
Like-
furry crush? You know, like you crushed on a furry, right? Did you ever crush on a furry?
Not really. I didn't. I had that disconnect for a long time where I never was just like even like that wolf that came from like Puss in Boots recently and
Mhm.
everything, because I've seen a lot of art of him and like Bowser and stuff like that. Like I've never had that connection where I was just like, oh yeah, like I like that character. Oh yeah, like if anything, I had a like my first in like I think my first only like crush that I had on a fictional character was Geralt from what's it called?
The Witcher?
The Witcher series.
Ah.
Yeah. So I was just like, damn, if I was a bottom, give me a slice of that meat. I'm like, oh.
So okay, so wait, so have you been enjoying the Witcher series on Netflix at all?
Fuck.
What do you mean? Wait, elaborate. Yeah, okay.
that was a meme from it, one of it, where he just goes, "Fuck," and then
Fuck.
they just like kept like memeing it for a while. Because
Wait, what
Superman doesn't swear.
Oh yeah, that's right. Henry Cavill plays him. I was gonna say, are you sad to see Henry Cavill go in the fourth season because he's being replaced?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, he's being replaced. He's gonna Henry Cavill is leaving the series due to well, I guess being a big pain in the ass because he's super protective of the source material, and a lot of the writers I hear have not even like read some of the source material or even like it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they're making a Witcher show. So
I honestly don't know, because I'm really terrible with just as brain dead with actors when it comes to like furry crushes. I'm just like, they're that person for that one movie, that their face. I remember it.
so let's get spicy. I haven't asked this question on the show. Have you seen any? Do you enjoy the not safe for work art of furries? Yeah, we're gonna get a little spicy in here. You're the first. You're the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I plead the fifth.
All right. Can you tell us what was your first experience with it, with the not safe for work area?
I think that was like. I think I was like way after high school. I think I was
Mhm.
like way after like IMBU, and I'm actually like I was like 19 or something when I discovered it. And that's when that I started. I didn't know where to like look a lot of things, and I didn't even know that like E621 existed.
Yeah.
So I went to, and since I was like computer nerd and everything like that, I remember like days where I was on a few Chan sites and stuff like that, and there was one Chan that was like called U18 Chan, which is basically there's a bunch of like furry like artwork and everything like there, and there's a bunch of like comics that get posted there.
I
And
wouldn't. I would.
so
I wouldn't know about that.
Oh.
Wait, what is it? You Chan? You Chan? Right?
It's U18 Chan.
Okay, okay. You Chan. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Alexa, clear my browsing history.
That's why incognito mode exists, so that way your ISP knows that you're still browsing it, but your actual local history doesn't get saved onto your device.
They're gonna see it anyway. I don't care. I have no shame in my game.
Oh yeah.
If I want to do what I want to do, I'll do what I want to do. You know, turn the lights down low, light some candles, get out the lotion, put a box of tissues on the table. It's about to go down.
I was a rebel. I didn't go to E621. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't fall for the furry bait there. I didn't do it.
You know what's funny is I've actually never like sat down and like searched E621. I've never done that. The site that you just said, that's where I kind of found like furry stuff, right? And then I was like, oh, okay, furry things. And then like I saw like on a thread somewhere that like Fur Affinity exists. And I was like, ah, cool. More places to find corn. I'm ready.
That also brings me to like since I didn't know like E61 didn't exist for a long time, and it's like I'm not sure if I should be shameful that I did not know like till like last year that there's a thing that is old archaic thing that was called F-list. I believe it was called, or was it C-list?
Oh, it's F. I think it's F-list. I think it's F-list.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know what that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I've never knew that thing existed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a lot of things that like you can like go on and you can like say like your like the things that you want, right? And like the things you want to see and like all this other kind of stuff. Right? And like and then it'll be like, there's one where it's like, oh, are you a Dom or a Switch? And then it'll like run you through like things and everything, and it'll be like, you're like 100%
database.
Yeah, like you're 100% a submissive breedable bottom, right?
Somebody tell me, please, how to get a full body femboy in VR. I'm so down bad. I'll even wear a dog collar.
I'll wear a dog collar. I'll bark for you.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So, and you know, I had a question, and then like, and fucking just, it always escapes. Always when I'm literally about to say it to you, like tell like anybody. Fucking question.
My feet are like. Wait, I have 4 fingers and I have 5 toes.
You're a genetic anomaly. Oh god.
At least I smell like peanut butter, so you know.
Yeah.
I like that.
Peanut butter is nice. Honestly. I mean, like, listen, I'm just gonna eat you later, so might as well just like smell like
more.
No, it's not vor. I'm just hungry. Yeah.
The furry, like the vor one.
Yeah, everyone know. I think everyone who's a furry knows the word one though. Right?
Let me feel special.
Well, no,
it was my moment. It was my moment.
You can have the moment. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Bumble. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, so. God damn it! I keep forgetting the question. I know what I want to ask you, but fucking like my brain is like, no, you can't do it. Stop it. Don't do it. Right?
Oh.
God, come on. What is this question? You can do it, brain. Fuck it, I'll skip it because I was gonna ask it. All right, so we're.
Was your question about shit and bricks? Because I can do that. I can shit Lego bricks.
Okay, I want to see this now. Do it.
Should I do it at the camera or
No, just do.
no?
Yeah, do it at the camera. All right. God damn it! They're everywhere.
It's my whole collection.
I'm gonna need a cleanup crew. God damn it.
As I like to say, see, the fun part is being able to blast them. The hard part is getting them all back in.
Yo. Oh my god. So what is god damn it. Why do I keep forgetting the question? I literally have it, right? And then it just disappears. All right, I'm skipping it. In general, what do you think of the fandom? You know, good, bad, you know, all kinds of things, right? In general.
In general, I think it's just a really passionate fandom. Like, it's so creativity. Sorry, I did not word that.
It's so creativity.
It's very creative. It's so creativity. Like, I really like it, and they have colors and carpet.
Oh my god.
So I really like the fandom. It just like, it's a fandom. It's just like any other fandom. Like, everything has its positive and negative sides, but I really enjoy like the parties, the people, the fursuits, the artwork, and just being able to express yourself. There's even very like just as like talented like DJs and musicians that come out, and it's always like a broad spectrum of like everything. I've been like seeing people come out with like woodworking, leather, digital media, DJs, and it's like a mix of like everything, and to see how people like come all together to just show off what they like is awesome.
It's great. Yeah, it's such a good like fandom to like be a part of. Like, especially just like with how creative it is. And also just how accepting like they are of like everyone else, right? You know, there are some bad apples out there, but like, you know, we usually kind of like get rid of them and, you know, make them be like, hey, you get out of here, huh?
Really bad apple.
Yeah.
Yep, I had a really bad apple. Police were almost involved.
Hey, yo, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a fun time. It's all right. I'm glad it just didn't escalate to that situation. So
that happens. So, okay, I have the question. Do you want to put like anything out? Like, what do you inspire to put out into like the fandom for yourself?
Like what I like to contribute to the fandom.
Yeah, like what do you like to contribute to the fandom? And like, what does like the fandom like give you? Right.
I you know, I never had to really think about that. I never had. I'm gonna be like frank there. I never had to really think of that kind of like perspective before. Because usually, how I see it is that it's like you said, like it's just a fandom of people like having a common interest, and I like to make really janky, funny like videos that if you're familiar with like Kitty, I think it was like Kitty 0706. May he rest in peace. He was like a huge like influence, one of the influences I had like growing up when I was a kid, and he was a furry, and he made a bunch of Gmod stuff like Elliot Goes to School or Fabulous Fortress 2, I think it was called. But I love making wacky things like for the fandom to like view, laugh at, enjoy, and just getting more positive vibes out there. Because I know that there's usually there's not some good times.
Yeah.
And well, I mean that's just putting it lightly. Not so good times. I know there's a lot worse things out there that people go through, but I would like that to be part of the fandom and also like be able to be that one of the people that out there in the that is also like on there on content creating to put like a smile on people's faces, even though like furry is also my front of a lot of my stuff, which it just mixes. I'm just like,
Yeah,
who I am.
that's good. That's really good. That's a good answer. So has like the fandom ever, or what is it? Kind of on the same vein, has like the fandom ever like given you something, like brought in something to you that like you didn't have?
Um, I want to say they gave me something very open minded. Like I wasn't when I was a kid and still discovering a lot of sexuality and everything like that, and having a community that was very open and accepting was very 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 like reassuring and very something I can never really like. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Can never thank so much for.
Yeah, which that's always good to have like an open-minded community that you can like go to and kind of like learn, and also like safety, like right,
Yeah.
with like sexuality stuff and like discovering yourself, which I know the fandom has done that for a lot of people over like the years of like just being able
Yeah.
to figure out who you are, and going to a community that is ultimately just accepting and willing to be like, hey, like here's like some of the stuff that you would
Yeah.
probably need to know, right? Is always nice to have,
Yeah.
because out in the world there's not that sometimes, like and if it
No.
is, it's very rare and it's very limited to a lot of people.
When I was a kid, what's it called? One of my childhood best friends I always like hung around. Since I've known him since like we went in daycare, so we were like from like daycare all the way up to roughly about middle school. And out of nowhere, this is when I didn't know anything about like sexuality or anything like that, like at all. It's a middle school, like I don't think about that kind of stuff. Well, I didn't, but either way. Um, what ended up happening was that out of nowhere, just like complete turntable, where my childhood best friend like completely started calling me, the fun slur of
Yeah, understand.
being queer and everything like that. And started calling me about these things. I did not understand it at all, and he just kept throwing slurs at me out of nowhere. Just the next day I hung out with him, just completely disowned me, and I was like, what? And he was my only friend at the time, so so throughout to like high school, I had really no friends, to where I maybe had like maybe like one. But when I started discovering my sexuality then and discover the fandom, that's why I mean like I can never be more thankful, because having people that were being really really accepting meant a lot.
That's always what's nice about this fandom, is that like people can come from like stuff like that, like where it's clearly not a good situation, and then they come into the fandom and see how accepting and open the fandom is to having newer people in it, that are going through tough times, and the fandom will always try to show you the best time it can, with like the right people. There are some people out there that like that are in the fandom that are kind of like, kind of butts about it, and stuff, and very like safeguardy or guardy about the fandom, and having newer people in it trying to like get into it. But those are very few and far between, and usually when they're found out, they're kind of taken care of, taken care of.
Sorry, just needed a moment to
And you're fine.
Yeah.
It's okay, Bumble. I
Recollect
understand.
myself.
I understand. And with that, well, your torture is over.
Yeah.
With that, it's over. I know you can move now. You can move. You can move now a little bit. We do have to end the show, but what is it? If you like to say any of like your socials, you can right now.
Yeah, I have a Twitch. It's kind of dead until like I get out of school, which is the Bumble. I believe I still have a Twitter. It's also the Bumble. That dumpster fire of of social media. And yeah, that's and YouTube, which I'm starting to slowly branch into. And also my last hamster.
God damn it. Anyway, everybody, I've been Dust. This has been Bumble. Thank you so much for joining us on Getting to Know the Fandom. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Seems you're at the end of the video. If only there were places you can go to see more content of mine. Jack and Rose.